I love you are some of the most powerful words one person can say to another, and while their meaning is universal, sometimes the person saying them can grasp this meaning. Hey there, আমি একজন ভারতীয় বাঙালি লার্নার রিসেন্টলি নার্সিসিজম অ্যান্ড ইটস ইম্প্যাক্ট নিয়ে একটু চর্চা করছি আজ একটি লেটার পড়ে শোনাচ্ছি This letter is to the unfortunate many who have fallen in love with someone who will always love themselves more than they can love another. Written from the view of the narcissist hell-bent on keeping that person under their thumb. Dear codependent partner, what I am about to say is not something I'd ever say or admit, because to do so would end the winner takes all game that is my main source of pleasure in life, one that effectively keeps you carrying my load in our relationship. And that's the whole point. When I say I love you, I mean that. I love how hard you work to make me feel like you're everything, that I am focused of your life, that you want me to be happy, and that I'll never be expected to do the same. I love the power I have to take advantage of your kindness and intentions to be nice, and the pleasure I derive when I make myself feel huge in comparison to you, taking over every opportunity to make you feel small and insignificant. I love the feeling it gives me thinking of you as weak, vulnerable, emotionally fluffy, and I love looking down on you for your childlike innocence and gullibility as weakness. I love the way I feel knowing that through the use of gaslighting, what you want to discuss or address will never happen. And I love this power to train you to feel crazy for even asking or bringing up issues that don't interest me, effectively, ever lowering your expectations of me and what I am capable of giving you, while I up mine of you. I love how easy it is to keep your sole focus on elevating my pain, and that regardless what you do, you will never make me feel good enough, loved enough, respected enough, appreciated enough, and so on. It's not about the closeness, empathy, emotional connection you want, or what I did that hurt or embarrassed you, or how little time I spent engaged with you or the children and so on. It's about my status and doing my job to keep you in your place in pain, focused on feeling my pain, blocking you from feeling valued in relation to me. I am superior and entitled to all the pleasure, admiration, and comforting between us. Remember, I love you means I love the way I feel when you are with me, more especially regarding you as a piece of property I own, my possession. Like driving a hot car, I love the extent to which you enhance my status in the eyes of others, letting them know that I am top dog and so on. I love thinking others are jealous of my possessions. I love the power I have to keep you working hard to prove your love and devotion, wondering what else you need to do to prove your loyalty. I love you means I love the way I feel when I am with you, due to how often I hate and look down on others in general. The mirror neurons in my brain keep me constantly experiencing feelings of self loathing. Thus, I love that I can love myself through you, and also love hating you for my neediness of having to rely on you or anyone for anything. I love that you are there to blame whenever I feel this neediness. Feeling scorned for you seems to protect me from something I hate to admit. That I feel totally dependent on you to feed my sense of superiority and entitlement, and to keep my illusion of power alive in my mind. Nothing makes me feel more fragile and vulnerable than not having control over something that would tarnish my image and superior status, such as when you question how I treat you, as if you still don't understand that getting you to accept yourself as an object of my pleasure, happy regardless of how I treat you or the children, is key proof of my superiority to the world. You are my possession, remember? It's my job to teach you to hate and act callous toward those crazy things that only weak people need, such as closeness and emotional stuff that, by the way, I know this works because the childhood taught me to do this to myself inside. It makes me light up with pleasure that I can easily get you flustered, make you act crazy over not having what you want from me, make you repeat yourself and say to do things that you will later hate yourself for everything you say, any hurts or complaints you share. You can be sure I'll taunt you with later to keep you ever spinning your wheels, ever trying to explain yourself, ever doubting yourself and confused, trying to figure out why I don't get it. There is nothing to get. To break the code, you'd have to look through my lens, not yours. It's my job to show complete disinterest in your emotional needs, hearts, wants, and to train, dismiss, and punish accordingly until you learn your lesson. That is, to take your place as a voiceless object. A possession has no desire except to serve my pleasure and comfort, and never an opinion on how it's treated. That you can figure this out after all the ways I have mistreated you, to me is proof of my genetic superiority. In my playbook, those with superior genes are never kind, except to lure and snare their victims. I love that I can make you feel insecure at the drop of a hat, especially by giving attention to other women, perhaps also others in general, friends, family members, children, etc. The list is endless. What power this gives me to put on a display of what you don't get from me, to taunt and make you beg for what I easily give to others, wondering why it's so easy to give what you want to others, to express feelings or affection, to give compliments, that is, when it serves my pleasure. I love the power I have to get you back whenever you threaten to leave by throwing a few crumbs your way and watching how quickly I can talk you into trusting me when I turn on the charm, deceiving you into thinking this time I'll change. I love you means I need you because due to the self loathing I carry inside, I need someone who won't abandon me, that I can use as a punching bag to make myself feel good by making them feel bad about themselves. This is how I pleasure myself and the way I numb, deny the scary feelings I carry inside that I hope to never admit, ever. I hate any signs of weakness in me, which is why I hate you, and all those I consider inferior, stupid, feeble, and so on. I love you means that I love fixing and shaping your thoughts and beliefs, being in control of your mind so that you think of me as your miracle and savior, a source of life and sustenance you depend on and bouncing back to, like gravity, no matter how high you try to fly away or jump. I love that this makes me feel like a god, to keep you so obsessed with making me feel worshipped and adored, sacrificing everything for me to prove yourself so that I don't condemn you, seeking to please none other and inherently with sole rights to administer rewards and punishments as I please. I love how I can use my power to keep you down, doubting and second guessing yourself, questioning your sanity, obsessed with explaining yourself to me, professing your loyalty, wondering what's wrong with you instead of realizing that you cannot make someone happy who derives their sense of power and pleasure from feeling scorn for others and you. I love you means I love the way I feel when I see myself through your admiring eyes. That you are my feel good drug, my dedicated audience, my biggest fan and admirer, and so on. You, and in particular, you're looking up to me unquestionably as your never erring, omniscient, omnipotent source of knowledge is my drug of choice. You may have noticed how touchy I am at any sign of being questioned. Yes, I hate how fragile I feel at any sign of thinking that you or the world could judge me as having failed to keep my possessions in line. And I love that no matter how hard you beg and plead for my love and admiration, to feel valued in return, it won't happen as long as I am in control. Why would I let it when I am hooked on deriving pleasure from depriving you of anything that would be wind beneath your wings? risking you'd fly away from me. I give it gives me great pleasure not give you what you yearn for, the tenderness you need and want, and to burst your every dream and bubble, then telling myself I'm no fool. I love that I can control your attempts to get through to me by controlling your mind, in particular by shifting the focus of any discussion onto what is wrong with you. Your failure to appreciate and make me feel loved, good enough, and of course, reminding you of all I have done for you and how ungrateful you are. I love how you skillfully manipulate others' opinions of you as well, getting them to side with me as the good guy and side against you as the bad guy, portraying you as needy, never satisfied, always complaining, selfish and controlling, and the like. I love how easy it is for me to say no to what may provide you as a sense of value and significance in relation to me with endless excuses, and that I instead keep you focused on my needs and wants, my discomforts or pain. I love feeling that I own your thoughts and ambitions and ensuring your wants and needs are solely focused on not upsetting me, keeping me happy. I love being a drug of choice to have you have to have, regardless of how I mistreat you, despite all the signs that your addiction to me is draining the energy of your life, that you are at risk of losing more and more of what you most value and hold dear, including the people you love and those who love and support you. I love that I can isolate you from others who may nourish you and break the spell, and I love making you mistrust them so that you conclude no one else really wants to put up with you but me. I love that I can make you feel I am doing you as a favor by being with you and throwing crumbs your way like a vacuum. The emptiness inside me is in constant need of sucking the life and breath and vitality you bring to my life, which I crave like a drug that can never satisfy, that I fight to hold and hate the thought of sharing. While I hate you and my addiction to your caring attention, my neediness keeps me craving to see myself through your caring eyes, ever ready to admire, adore, forgive, make excuses for me, and fall for my lies and traps. I love that you keep telling me how much I hurt you, not knowing that to me this is like a free marketing report, which lets me know how effective my tactics have been to keep you in pain, focused on elevating my pain, so that I am ever the winner in this competition, ensuring that you never weaken me with your love and emotional closeness stuff. In short, when I say I love you, I love the power I have to remain in mystery that you'll never solve because of what you do not know and refuse to believe that the only one who can win this zero sum winner takes all game is the one who knows the rules. My sense of power rests on ensuring you never succeed at persuading me to join you in creating a mutually kind relationship because in my worldview, being vulnerable, emotionally expressive, kind, caring, empathetic, innocent are signs of weakness, proof of inferiority. Thanks, but no thanks. I am resolved to stay on my winner takes all ground, ever in competition for the prize, gloating in my narcissistic ability to be heartless, callous, cold, calculating, and proud, to ensure my neediness for a sense of superiority that is not hampered. Hey there, thanks for having the patience letting me read this letter. I realize that this letter is all you need to break free of the damn pattern. I believe you can. Stay strong. You alone can do this. We only have one life. Make yourself proud.